Well, that was the very first live stream video I did. I had it kept to private, and that was New Year's Eve. That was sort of like testing everything out the first time. And I put it on private because I didn't want people to see me live. But I desperately wanted to try this new idea. And the mukbangs, the food theme project was set for um, this week by that time anyway. So it was sort of like, when is the time best for that? And like I knew I couldn't eat it all this week because that would ruin me, but I did want to give it a go. It's funny to watch it now. I think the next few coming up this week, I have one for. So I started with Korean food because mukbangs are Korean. I figured it was appropriate. The next one would be, I believe that's the Hispanic food. And then the one after that is Italian food, Thai food, Indian food. Then I believe it's American breakfast foods. And then the final week, let's see, I have to count that right. Korean, Hispanic, Italian, Thai, Indian, breakfast foods. So yeah, number 7. I'm not putting you off. That's my ring finger. Um, uh, the final day of the week will be the last one of the food ones, and it'll be hopefully an actual live one. My hope is to do some. I guess we just call them American junk food. It's mostly like uh, slider burgers, those little sliders, chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, onion rings, French fries. Um, I might see if I can get a Philly steak and cheese somehow. I'm liking the idea of doing the freezer section version of these foods because the prospect is that I will, and as I've thought about it more since it was first few episodes of this, I really like the idea of potentially each week doing a different type of food and then coming across and going like, okay, so like out of these 4 to 6 food items, these were my favorites. How can I make these fresh at home? And then like later rounds of doing these weekly videos where I'll do another book, I'll do another board game, I'll do another uh, video, probably not an animation, but I will do another one of each of these. And when I get to food category next time, I think what I'm gonna do is try for a taste test. No, not a taste test. A cooking show. So it'll be me actually taking some of the like one of the dishes that I really enjoyed from each of these episodes, maybe 2, depending on like. I really think the Korean one knows the yam noodles and the like. I could try to make kimchi. I don't know that's a fermentation process, so that may take more time. Um, but trying trying to make a batch of like the yam noodles and the Korean inspired pork myself might be a fun cooking episode to do for a show. And then trying to do I did look up some recipes for kimchi, so I might be able to make a batch that doesn't have any carrots in it, and uh, I may try to make that myself ahead of time and have some to try then. I'm a little worried about it. Fermenting vegetables, if you do that wrong, you do that really, really, really wrong. But So if I manage to pull that off, I may do a demonstration of the recipe I use and make a batch that night that won't be ready that night, but I will have some that's already ready that night. Now, some of the other foods, like when I do the Hispanic or the Italian food, there's likely one recipe or another that I'm fond enough of that I will repeat uh, that content by making it from scratch and uh, then trying it, seeing how well I did. So that might be the second round of food related content. So that was sort of where I was going with this. If it's not really your cup of tea, that's okay. I understand. You're not obligated to watch. Um, why does it keep pulling up top chat? That's what's probably choking me. Okay, there we go. I was missing the chat again. Goodness me. I don't know why I'm typing my response where I could just speak it, but uh, onion rings and cheesesteaks aren't Korean food. No. The first episode went up previously. This is a follow up. I tried to use the YouTube Premiere. Um, that's responding to Bangable Black Ops. Yeah, I did I I did a mukbang uh, as a pre-recorded as I was trying to get familiar with the content uh, capability of YouTube Live. I can't I can't embed video within video. I'm still trying to figure out some of this, but if you look on my channel, there is a um, premiere video of the Korean freezer food. That's each one of these that I'll be doing this week is I went to the freezer section of the local grocery stores to find the version of a different type of food. This week was Korean food that I did, and the I think I had 4 dishes that were Korean food. Tried them out. It was a Korean inspired pork noodle dish, and then there was japchae, and then a spicy Korean noodle pot, which was not good. Um, and I did some dumplings and kimchi. So if you wanted to see those are over there. Video uploads happen around 9:30. And this is sort of the after video because for some reason they don't let you do like an intro to a video with Premiere, at least not that I can find yet. So I'm doing the after video for this. I'll see what I can do in the future. If you guys are interested in me doing more mukbang style stuff with different flavors of food, yeah, it's onion rings and cheesesteaks are not Korean food. Yeah, I get that. I've my understanding of what the mukbangs were was there are people who do burger mukbangs. There are people who do, um, and if that's something you guys don't agree with, if you prefer that I don't call them mukbangs, I can change the titles on them. That's fine. I mean, they are taste tests. They are eating vlogs if I have to. But yeah, that was just sort of part of the experiment. And if you look at the video that shows the things I tried, and your impression is like that's not real Korean food, that's not how it's supposed to be, please share those feedbacks so that I can make the real thing. Um, make one crabby. Are you looking for Krabby Patties? Is that what we're looking for? Yeah. Well, yeah, the idea was just to explore as many different types of cuisine as I could find, and then do um, like future episodes. I may do a like how to make the recipe and then try them. I probably won't do as many of these episodes that are coming up this week, which are all me sitting down to inordinately large amounts of food from different ethnic regions and ethnic styles of food preparation, and kind of getting a sense for them and finding some favorites that I may come back and try to make from scratch. So this was really just an after the event kind of thing. So thanks for joining me. I think I'm closing out this one at this point. Hopefully, there's some interest in some future stuff. Uh, take care of yourselves.